Good evening and welcome. Welcome to tonight's live. I see we got a few folks hopping on here, so we're going to give that a few seconds here before we kick off tonight's live. How are you doing tonight, Todd?
Man, I'm doing great, buddy. Getting all packed up, ready to get out of the old folks' home up here.
Moving from the villages down to Central Florida.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so Todd's moving to the Claremont chain, so that's gonna be interesting. So
Yeah, so we got a few weeks that we'll be homeless, and then while the house is being built, and then hopefully mid March we'll be in there.
well, that's better than the alternative where I was worried about you leaving the state of Florida. So he threw us a curveball. I almost messed that up and spilled the beans one of the lives, and then yeah, thank God I didn't because you're going to be staying in Florida. So
Yeah.
that's for now. For now.
Well, at least it's warmer here. It's
Yeah.
not much warmer, but it's warmer.
Yeah, no. Well, that's good news for us and everyone here in Florida for the FKBT. So we're super happy and pumped. Sean's going to be making his way back down to Central Florida here in about less than 12 months, I'd say. So we're going to have more than back to almost a full staff down in Florida. I won't be there, which is fine. You guys have been doing a fantastic job. So tonight, though, is going to be a little bit different. We have a special guest with us. The tournament director from the All-American Kayak Classic is joining us. I have him in backstage now. We're going to bring him on here in just a little bit, and he is going to introduce himself, the All-American Classic, what that is, and how you guys can go up there and fish that event. We're going to talk about the North County Challenge, our next upcoming event for February. So any questions that you guys have regarding the All-American Classic, you're going to be able to direct those questions directly to Josh, who we have backstage. And then anything for the club and the North County Challenge, just drop it in the comment section. We'll monitor it, and then we'll be able to answer it in real time. And if you're watching this after the fact, and you have any questions for Josh, we'll be able to link all of his information on our Facebook page or any of all of our social medias, just so that you guys can get in contact with him if you have any questions regarding that particular tournament. But we're super excited about getting the opportunity to showcase our anglers at the level at which they're having with the All-American Classic. I think it'd be a huge opportunity for a lot of people to go fish a very unique body of water, much different than Florida, and get to compete against some of the best anglers in the Midwest, which is pretty cool. So again, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and bring him to the stage. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on tonight, and he took a lot of time out of his day to come and be with us. So I'm going to go ahead and add you to the stage. What's going on? How are you doing?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Thanks for having me.
No, we appreciate you and reaching out and extending this invitation to us, so and to our anglers. So, without further ado, this is Joshua Booth, correct?
Yes,
Right.
my name's Joshua Booth. I'm the tournament director here in Missouri for the Moyak Fishing Series. I'm also the director for the All-American Classic as well too, here on Truman Lake, which is what we're here to talk about.
Yeah. So let's kind of dive into it, Josh, and kind of I'll give this time to you to kind of explain what the All-American Classic is, what it does in the Midwest, and what your goal is for this tournament, and why you're reaching out to the folks on the East Coast.
Yeah, the All-American Kayak Classic started in 2020 is when we kicked it off. It's sponsored by the city of Clinton, Missouri, located on Truman Lake, and Everhart's Outdoor Store, which is an incredible store. They're like a little Bass Pro here in Missouri. So they make it a pretty special event. Now the main purpose, and I guess you could say what the fun part of this is the club versus club championship. I mean, it's a regular tournament at the same time. We've got individual competition going on, but we also send out an invitation to every club in the country to send their top 15 anglers from their AOI race from the year before. Bring your best, and those guys are going to compete. And then at the end of the day, it's a 2-day tournament, and how we'll determine the team score is whoever the best 5 anglers are in your club. However, the highest placing anglers in your club will combine those 5 scores for a club score, and then whoever has the highest club score is going to win, the incredible bragging rights of being able to say we're the best club in the nation. The trophy is insanely gaudy, gigantic, enormous, and there's also a money pot. Varies $4,000 to $5,000 goes out to the winning team, and that's just on top of all the individual payouts too. We pay out 20 spots guaranteed, and for the last 5 years, $10,000 has gone to first place. So it's a pretty good payout, and it goes pretty deep. So
Yeah,
that's kind of the basics of it.
That's
So
very
we got
nice.
like two tournaments kind of going on at once. You've got the individual 2-day tournament, and then you've got your club versus club championship.
And the club championship, it goes with pairs for the 2 days as well, right? Is okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
And also, we give every club 2 tournament director invitations that they can use however they want. Because not all tournament directors may get to compete, in every series and finish high up in their events. Some tournament directors don't compete at all. So we don't want to exclude those guys because they do a lot of work behind the scenes to keep these things running for the clubs. So they can use that for themselves and come fish it, or they can give it away as a prize to someone else that they want to give it to.
Okay. Now, does for us in Florida, coming from Florida up to Missouri, that's kind of a drive for a lot of people, and it could kind of not necessarily hinder a lot of folks. But I know we had talked to Sam a little bit, and there are possibly some anglers that are up there that have extra kayaks and whatnot too. So if anglers do want to travel or send stuff up there ahead of time and fly, that's something that I know that Sam said that he could work with anglers in that region to possibly coordinate as well. So
yeah,
if you're worried about that, we'll get in contact with me or Sam Burke. He's a member of our club, but has also just left and started his way back up north as well, I think to Oklahoma. Nonetheless, if you want to fish it, but you're worried about the long drive or whatever, get with us, get with me, Sam, or the tournament director, and I'm sure we can figure something out to get you guys, a kayak to be able to compete in up there to represent. Do we have to have 5 anglers, or if we had 4, could 4 compete as a team in the best 4?
If you've only got 4, they're just going to be in the individual side.
Okay.
You got to have 5 to be able to
Okay.
get a team score. Because if you don't have 5, you're not going to be able to be competitive with the other teams.
Gotcha. Okay.
And also to what you were talking about, as far as guys maybe needing equipment or kayaks, Everhart's Outdoors is a full service Old Town dealership. So they've got if you're Old Town, they've got everything you could possibly need there. Yak Attack gears.
Oh, fantastic.
Outdoors. I mean, they've got it's a really nice kayak store as well too. So.
And if you don't mind, could you share that with me? Or I'm sure I can look it up on the internet, and I'll post all of that stuff on there as well. And maybe a lot of our anglers, if you need something, you could reach out in advance and communicate with those guys up there. So, Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I did have something pulled up here just for folks to have on the screen if they wanted to take a screenshot of it. I pulled this straight from your guys' Facebook page. So this right here will have kind of the format of what Josh had just talked about. It says here too, you guys do hourly big bass payouts and raffles. Is that true?
That's right. Yeah, we're going to be doing at least $100 an hour both days.
Perfect.
The more sponsors we get as we get closer to the event, that number could go up, but we are at $100 an hour right now.
Okay.
And that goes by time taken, not photo submission. So TourneyX can track it. And so if you don't happen, there are some areas of that lake that doesn't have very good cell service, so that won't affect you in the hourly payouts if you don't have service and you have to wait till the end of the day to upload your photos, because you're still going to be in those time blocks of when that picture was taken.
Yeah. So that's my next point. The tournament is on TourneyX. Is it published there for folks to go in and to? Okay, so
it's live. It's ready to go right now on TourneyX.
Perfect. So
sign up.
I'll go ahead and post that TourneyX link and all the information there on this thing that I just showed on the screen. I'm pretty sure it has the All-American Kayak Classic at gmail.com. Is that a good way for folks to reach out to you? Or
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a way you can email me. And we ask that tournament directors can submit their roster of their anglers that they're bringing to the tournament by April 1st. That's a soft deadline, but we ask that you get that. It helps us get more organized before the tournament starts.
Yeah, I think so. Talking with Todd and the team here, I'm going to, once we finish this up, and I don't see very many questions popping in, but I'm sure as it gets broadcasted a lot more throughout the social media, and we talk about it on all of our lives, anglers are going to get more interested in it. I'm going to be making a post on all of our social media platforms And then you guys can get in contact with me. I'll reach out to our top 15. And then however many we can get out of that, I'll roll down to see who we can get out there to at least be able to field the team.
Yeah, you can
to come up
definitely
there.
roll down. You can roll down as far as you want to build a
Yeah,
team. We're
perfect.
not picky about that at all.
Yeah,
Also,
absolutely.
the event is in the Benson Civic Center, which is an amazing facility with I don't know how many parking spaces, thousands, but I mean it's a giant facility. We got the big stage up there, and it's gonna be catered event, so food will be provided as well. So it's a really nice award ceremony.
Now, in that immediate area, so speaking with Sam, he had mentioned how Truman Lake, is it public or private? It's a public lake.
Truman is a public lake, yes, and it is a big lake. It's actually a statistic that's probably blow your mind is it has more shoreline than the state of California.
Really?
So it's a big. I can't remember how many. I think 80,000. I can't remember exactly how many acres it is, but it's a big lake with access points all over the place. There's even areas that you can just pull off the side of the road. Some roads dead end into the water. There's boat ramps. There's facilities. There's everything. So a lot of options to spread out. So everybody's not at the same ramp and at the same location. And it's a big enough lake to handle 200 people.
Yeah. So, and that's what normally is there. What's been the average anglers that's participated in this in the years prior?
Yeah, we've been kind of bouncing around. I think we were at like 180 last year, maybe 190 the year before that. We've been right around. We just haven't quite broke that 200 mark yet, I don't think.
Well, let's hope we can do that this year. So hopefully
we're
we can
always
get
right there at about 200.
Yeah, and hopefully we can get some folks, some clubs from the East Coast. I mean, I'm going to reach out to a couple other clubs here in Florida, and I'm just going to reach out and spread it to where we can kind of get some representation from us down in Florida up there, and add to that number that's happened in the previous
That would be
year.
awesome. We had a group from Pennsylvania come last year, so we've got a really well representation of Minnesota, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Iowa, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Colorado sends a whole crew, so we got a lot of the states around here, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Well, good. Yeah, no, we're definitely very, very appreciative that, you guys have thought about us down here in Florida, and we'd love to field a team to come up there and represent the club, but also the state too. I think that'd be really, really cool. I can tell you right now, the Lake of the Ozarks is absolutely beautiful. The area is just amazing. I mean, you can make a whole trip out of this, right? You can bring the families. I'm sure there's plenty of places up there for folks to stay in and around that area too.
Yeah, there is. There's Bucksaw Resort's a really good campground there. There's a lot of nice campground areas there if anybody wants to camp. There's hotels inside town, and this event is a Friday and a Saturday. So guys that are traveling, you'll have Sunday, to get on home, and you might not have to take an extra day off to get home that way too. So we set it up that way on purpose. That way, Saturday is a low stress day. Everybody can come to the awards and not have to worry about getting up early or nothing, and then they can just go home the next day. So it's a really, really nice experience.
Yeah, and that's smart too. Yeah, I think it's about a 20-something hour. If folks were to drive, it'd be like a 20-hour trip from Florida up there. So we know it's a lot. I just made the trip from North Dakota down to Central Kissimmee, Florida, and it was like 29 hours. So I know it could be a lot, but I could tell you right now, it's worth it. I've looked at videos, I watched videos, and it's pretty.
The lake has everything you could want to fish. I mean, for you Florida guys, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of vegetation, but there's rocks, there's standing timber, there's bluff cliff banks, there's boulders, there's mud flats, there's gravel, peat gravel. I mean, there's a mixture of everything. You've got rivers, a lot of creeks flowing into it, a lot of rivers. So there's a little bit of everything for you to get out there and find what fits your style the best as well.
Yeah, no, and it's smallmouth. They got the smallmouth. They have largemouth out there too, right?
And spotted bass.
And
yeah,
spotted
all three
bass.
Species. Yep, all three species, and you'll catch all three of them too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now that's the one thing about the Midwest is you can catch largemouth, smallmouth, and spotted bass all kind of in the same fisheries, and they're all healthy too.
Yeah, so pretty much all of our lakes here in Missouri have all three species in them.
What's the fishing like in October? Folks are like, oh, it's in October in the Midwest. Is it going to be cold? What can they expect up there?
No, we usually don't even get our first frost around here until November. Okay. So it ought to be nice, cool conditions, but not cold by no means. That's prime. That's when the fish really start feeding up towards the towards the end of October, November is when they really start feeding up. But we're going to be there in May, so
Yeah. Oh, that's
we
right, man. Why did I think that's the eco class, the eco
yeah,
fishing
the
in October?
250s in October.
That's right. Okay, so
We
May
started
1st
out in
and 2nd.
October in the
Yeah,
very beginning, but then we moved it to the spring so that there wouldn't be any conflicts with other championships like Bassmaster and stuff.
so. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, I was looking at the October for the 250, but May 1st and 2nd is going to be
May
for
1st
the.
and 2nd is the classic. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, sorry, that's my bad on that. I saw a date and I'm like, wait a minute. Now I recall. So May 1st and 2nd is going to be.
And that's spawn time here.
Yep.
That's go time here.
Yep.
That's usually late April, early May is when our spawn hits here in Missouri. So
Yep,
that should be a
it's
good
going
time.
to be money. I fished in up here in May, and it was go out and catch 150 fish in a day, and no problem. They're not Florida big, but they're big 3.5, 4 pounders, 5 pounders out here, which are fun. They
Yeah,
fight.
that's
So,
kind of the way it is here on Truman Lake. You're not going to catch a double-digit bass probably, but there is a lot of fish. It's a lot of fun to fish. And our record here in Moyak, we had an angler who got 100 inches in a one-day tournament on that lake. So it can
Yeah.
it can put out some 20s. There's some
yeah,
fish in there.
yeah. As long as you're in the right area, it's a it's a very large lake. But I mean, people are going to find them. Out of 200 anglers, there's going to be a few anglers in there that are going to crack them. So it's going to be competitive. It's going to be fun, right? And the trip, the drive, and all of that up there is what I think would be the most fun, and kind of what I'm upset about, because I'd love to come there and represent and fish this tournament with you guys. And I hope in the following year I'll be able to do so when I get back. But it's going to
a
be
really laid back atmosphere too. Everybody kind of comes up here as a group to have fun together. A lot of guys camp out together. It's not cutthroat. People share information. It's just a good old time that people get together and enjoy the experience. So it's not like a do or die tournament. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's what our club's about, the camaraderie. We got a lot of anglers that go out to boat ramps the night before the tournament and camp out and just hang out and have a good time. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? That's what you're going to remember a lot more than going out there and catching the fish and whatnot. So we hope that we can get a team put together to come up there and represent. We're going to push it. I will have a list to you hopefully by that time of of at least 5. And I will continue to share this with other clubs if that's okay with you here in the southeastern part of the region.
Please do.
And I'll just share your information and let them say, hey, get in contact with Josh, and he'll get you all the information, and we'll try to get representation up there for this event for sure. And I do appreciate you taking time out of your night to come on. Are there any questions or anything in the chat here that you guys might want to ask Josh before we have him off the show? I don't see anything, but if they do, I'm going to point them in your direction. Again,
Sure.
Thank you for your time. I will be sharing all of this stuff on all of our social media and pushing stuff out that way. If you're interested in fishing and representing the Florida Kayak Bass Trail in this event, please get in contact with myself or Todd, or drop your name in the comment section below, and we'll get you added to the list to represent the club. And the more we can send, the better. So let's see if we can fill 15 slots to send up to the All-American Kayak Classic. So super excited about that. But Josh, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Not that I can think of. I appreciate you guys giving me the chance to spread some of this information, and I hope to see a big old group of warriors coming up from Florida to show us how to do it.
I think I just got a photo from Denton Giovinco. He fished in the 2019 Moyak fishing series there.
I remember that name. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Denton Giovinco. He just sent me a message, and with the check and everything, it's just pretty cool. Yeah, he fishes down in our club, but he's a Moyak angler from years back. Pretty cool guy. Yeah, cool. So he said, "What's up?" So he just sent me a message on Facebook.
Cool.
So we're full circle there, man. Well, I appreciate you, and looking forward to next year. Hopefully, I won't be able to make it this year, but next year get to meet you in person. So
sounds good, man. Thanks a lot.
Definitely. Hey, appreciate you, and we'll see you around.
All right.
Thanks, Josh.
Yes.
Yep. Thanks, Josh.
Buddy.
All right, that was awesome. Again, thanks, Josh, for hopping on and taking time out of his day to be able to talk a little bit about the All-American Classic. super excited. I'm bummed I'm not going to be able to make it. I know Sam Burke, he's going to be out there fishing, so I know we need at least 4 more. If you're interested and you're wanting to compete in this event, just please reach out to me. I'll make a post and make it to where folks can go there and drop their name there so that we can get names sent up. I'll try to get as much information as I can for you. But again, always reach out to Josh there. I'll link his socials and everything too, so that everyone knows who they can get in contact with to be able to register for that event. Super exciting, super cool thing, and blessed to be able to represent there. So. But on to other business. Since we're here tonight, we were off last Thursday, had some things come up. We're going to talk a little bit about the North County Challenge. So November 21st, that is when that challenge is going to be taking place. There were some minor changes to it. I updated the PDF, which is on our Facebook page. If you go to the featured items, I posted out there. The only thing that changed was where we're going to be doing our award ceremony location. Jeff Gallagher went out last week and he found a spot that can be a lot more suitable for a tournament meetup spot, I guess. So for more parking for anglers. So we shifted it. I'm going to pull all of that up real quick and make sure that I'm not fibbing to you what it is, but let me pull it up real quick. I can't do a double here, so give me 1 second. I was trying to pull it up. So big thing here for the North County, the North Ocala National Forest Multi-Lake Challenge. Again, the lakes that are going to be in play are going to be Lake Yell, Holly Lake, Lake Dorr, Farles Lake, the Chain of Lakes, Sellers Lake, Beekman, Grasshopper, and Wildcat Lakes. Lake Yell is going to be where the award location is going to be. That's Marsh Memorial Park and Boat Ramp. I'm going to have to update the address for the award ceremony on our Tourney X dashboard. But yeah, that's going to be where we are going to be meeting up. On that PDF that was published, and I believe it's also on the Tourney X dashboard as well, it tells you all of the boat ramps that are associated with each one of those lakes. All boat ramps are in play. With the Ocala National Forest, the roads typically dead end to a lot of those lakes. So just make sure that you're parking legally and not blocking any major roadways or trails. Park off to the side of the road or what have you. Just make sure that you're doing so and you're not impeding any sort of trail or road. Again, here, the one thing we do want to preface with it being in the national forest portion is making sure that you're launching at your own risk. So some launches are dirt trails, primitive launches. And if your launch point is full, right, if you get to a lake and it appears that the parking lot is full, don't park somewhere illegally just so that you can fish there. There's plenty enough bodies of water that we have eligible for this event. So go somewhere else or park somewhere legally. And then launch your kayak. Do not block access of FWC or National Forestry Services, or they will cite and tow your vehicle. Just giving you guys a warning there. If you have any questions on any of that, let me know. It's pretty simple. We opened it up to, 9 lakes there. So make sure that you are not allowed to get out of your kayak in portage or any of that, right? That's not allowed. So if you can't get somewhere by push poling or sitting in your kayak, then don't fish in those areas. Nothing's changed, right? Don't do anything that that hasn't been authorized in the past 3 to 4 years that we've been running this club. So no portaging, no floating, walking in the water to get to a sandbar to get to another part of a lake that's not accessible by the kayak. If you can push yourself over it while sitting in your kayak, you just can't leave your kayak. Okay. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
The only reason I brought that up is because it got brought up to us. And we're not wanting to make any changes or adjustments. We're going to keep everything the same as it has been across the board. So if you see something, say something. Be safe out there. Cell phone service may be a little spotty in those areas, so make sure that you're taking the time to, throughout the day to see if your fish are going to upload. With being on Tourney X, you can upload to the live well and keep the fish in there So at least you have them uploaded, and then get off the water in enough time to have a service to upload your fish. I know we've had a tournament, the Ocala event up there in that region, and I didn't have any issues. No one has reached out to me and had asked if they had told me that they've had issues. But if you do, let me know, and I will we'll see what we can do. But at the end of the day, anglers' responsibility to get off the water in enough time to upload their fish before the deadline. But yeah, again, Todd, anything you want to share about the North County Challenge?
Nothing that I can think of. Just our normal rules will apply on everything there.
Yeah.
Especially on the safety side, be sure to wear your PFDs, your lights, your navigation lights. Make sure your boat's registered. If you're running motors, you can only run one motor at a time. Even though we allow 2 motors, you can only run one at a time. Make sure you have a whistle. Just all the normal stuff. Flag flying high. All of that good stuff.
And the one thing I liked about this too, this is a true kayak track right here. This is going to be, I think, the first time in the clubs since we've done it, other than Tenorock. This is a true back out in the forest kayak showdown. Like, from what I've heard, I've never fished any of these lakes that are on this. I've never been to any of them, but talking with some of the anglers who have been up there pre-fishing, this is going to be kind of out in the middle of nowhere. No real heavy boat traffics on any of these lakes. These are kayak lakes, from what I've been told. So that's good. I'm kind of curious to see how well they do, how, unpressured, with lakes like this that are typically unpressured, how well they how well they perform in a tournament. I'm super excited. I know that part of the state holds some big bass, so I'm curious to see if we're going to break that lunker. What is it, 25 3/4? So I'm curious to see if anyone's gonna be able to get close to that and regain the lead there. So I don't know. I've been excited. I've heard that people who have been out there pre-fishing have been doing good, catching a lot of fish. So that's really good to know. It's that time of the year where they're going to be feeding. So Denton just posted on here, for everyone that do not know about the Rainbows, a national gathering on Ocala National Forest that usually lasts through February. Look up some videos for situational awareness. So, yeah. So those are probably, they have events out there. So I'll look up into it too and see what I can do to provide information on that as well. I'm not tracking. I don't go out there often, so or ever. But yeah, curious to see what that is. Probably where people go off the grid and live out in the forest for a prolonged period of time.
The Rainbows. I've never heard of the Rainbows, so.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Denton, for that. These groups can be very hippie and lawless, and groups can get big. Just an eye on the gathering news. Okay, well, be mindful of that. But it is out in the middle of nowhere, right? Not as far out as a lot of the roads, but be careful too of the roads. There's some of them are white sand based. So just make sure that you stay on the roads. Don't find yourself off the roads and potentially getting stuck, and having to call in, someone to come in and rescue you. So just be smart out there. We're trying something a little different. This is something that we kind of branched off of the Ocala event. It did so well. We're like, hey, let's try something like that in the North region for our event this year. So this is our kind of version of that. So super excited to see how it goes. Hopefully we get some folks to get signed up. It's November 21st. Our captain's meeting is going to be on, hold on. It's going to be, let me see, February 19th. So February 19th at 7 p.m. I see some people popping off in the chat here. Hippies had them in Colorado. Not fun. They're gonna take your cook. I don't know what they are. We're gonna have to look up what all this is. So make sure that you guys are doing your research ahead of time. I don't think hopefully we don't have to worry about any of it. That's the first. So, but no, Todd, man, I want to keep it short and sweet, simple, to the point tonight. Looking forward to the new year. A lot of things are happening in Florida right now. A lot of big tournaments. I know the Kissimmee chain's getting. They had the college. I think the college team tournament last weekend, and then they're down in Okeechobee this weekend, and then they have the Bassmaster Open is on the Kissimmee chain this week. And then February 7th or 6th and 7th, if I'm not mistaken on the dates, or 7th or 8th, is going to be 7th and 8th is going to be the Bassmaster Classic, the Bassmaster Kayak on the Kissimmee chain. So lots going on in February. So good luck to all the anglers that are out there competing in the Bassmaster Kayak on Kissimmee chain, and the Florida Bass Nation. They're doing they're running in conjunction with that. So super excited. I know last year we had really good representation across the state, with Sherman Bishop taking home first and then Chris Mitchell going in third. So, I'm fairly certain we're going to have another awesome showing. A lot of anglers are going to be out there competing. So best of luck and be safe in the next coming weeks. And if you guys need anything, please reach out. But I do want to throw a plug out there for all of you guys that are fishing and competing. If you haven't already, I'm going to pull it up now. You guys can click this QR code that I have right here, if I can find it. Up here in the left-hand corner, if you want to go ahead and scan that QR code right above my head here, that will get you guys signed up for the FKBT Top 26 Challenge. For those of you that don't know what that is a year-long challenge that we do. It's a nationwide challenge. It's for anglers who compete and travel across the country. It's a way for when they're pre-fishing, they can go in and submit fish to this. It's time it starts till the time it ends. You can upload fish to it, but it gives you guys an opportunity to submit your fish catches in other tournaments, as well as pre-fishing events, opportunities to have a chance at winning. This year it's going to be money going back out to the angler. Last year we did it as kind of like a fundraiser for the championship. This year we're going to do something a little bit different, where money is still going to be allocated towards the championship, but we're going to be paying out the top 10% of the field there. So for this event right now, I think we're sitting at, I'm going to pull it up real quick and see what we're sitting at and give you a little rundown of who's leading it at the moment. So last time I checked, we were sitting at just about, I think, 16 folks that have signed up for it. I'll let you know here in a second. Sorry, I should have had it pulled up. I'm normally better about this. Where are we at? So we got, come on. My phone's being slow. I'm in the north. I don't know why it's not working.
All the internet lines are froze up there.
Oh, probably no. So we got 15 anglers that are registered with 161 fish caught and submitted up to this point. First place, as of right now, we have our top 3 have caught their 26-inch limit and some. So it's your top 26 bass that are caught. Daryl Harrelson, who won the top 25 challenge last year, he is in first place with 451 inches. In second place is Dwayne Dwyer with 429 inches. And then in third place is Albert Poor with 410 3/4. So it's a year-long event. It's a lot of fun. It's really cool opportunity. You guys are not going to want to miss out on this. Get signed up for it, because you're going to win some prizes, but there's a good chance too you might be coming home cool, or might be going home with something a little bit cooler. We're going to be presenting something to Daryl Harrelson on our next event for the North County Challenge. So once you guys see what that is, you're going to want to get signed up for the top 26 challenge, and we'll be doing something cool for next year too, to that winner. You guys put in a lot of hard work over the year, and I think that needs to be rewarded. So like to be not secretive about it, but we like to keep it holding close, just to show it, to make it unique for each winner. So super excited about that. And then I'm going to pop up the QR code here over my head. This QR code here is you scan that, it'll take you right to the registration page for the North County Challenge on February 21st. So get signed up. We don't have very many folks that have signed up for that one yet. I know everyone typically waits till the last minute to get signed up, but please get signed up. We're sitting at one angler, Richard Bruce. So don't forget about it. It is a week past our traditional event, but that's because of so much going on and people focusing on the bass that we wanted to give you guys an opportunity.
No.
And Mother's Day.
No.
Valentine's Day. But bass too. So you're getting a break. You guys can come out and compete there on untouched water. Curious to see how it goes. So I hear a lot of people complaining about the big lakes and the boats and all the pressure. These lakes here, not really heavily pressured other than folks with electric motors and john boats and canoes. So should be a lot of fun. And I'm excited to see how many fish can be caught and what the biggest one's going to be. But no, I appreciate everyone. Todd, anything you want to share before we hop off?
No, man, I just hope everybody stays warm. Watch out for the snow coming.
Yeah, I've seen Florida's been getting pretty cold here recently. So I'm curious to see how much. I seen the Northwest got some snow. So
yeah, they did. What was it? The week before last, whenever I was on my way back from Tennessee, there was a lot of snow right there at the Georgia-Florida line.
Yeah. Hey, Dwayne, if you're watching, you're asking about which lake. So if you're referencing the North County Challenge, there's 9 lakes that are in play for that event. If you go to our Facebook page, you'll see a North County Lake PDF. I posted it there. I can send it to you via Messenger too if you need it. But there's 9 lakes in play for that particular event. Also, something that I just saw, Joshua Booth has put in the comment sections here, the link to the Tourney X page for the All-American Classic to get registered. And then he also put the Facebook group for the All-American Kayak Classic. So if you're interested in it and you want to follow along for more information, go ahead and follow that Facebook group and send me your name to be able to get you registered to send up to Josh to get added to the club team or to the club portion of it. So, but no, super excited. You guys be safe, be smart while out on the water. Make sure you are wearing the appropriate gear with it being cold. Make sure you're always wearing your life jacket and let someone that you know or you love, or let someone that you love know where you're going to be fishing, right? So if something were to happen, they know where you're at. But it's always smart to share your location with someone that you love so they always know where you're at. So that's my little spiel. I appreciate everything that you guys do and everything that you guys do, Todd, Jeff, Dave, and Sean. We truly do appreciate that, and all of the members. I appreciate you guys too. So that's all I got. And our sponsors. We appreciate those guys as well.
Yep, they've been great. They've really taken good care of us.
And before we get off, we did get a package this week. We got our trophy for the championship. So the championship trophy has landed in the state of Florida. So yeah, we're super excited about that. We'll post some pictures of it and everything here in the next couple days and get it posted on social media, but it looks sweet. It's big. So I'm excited about it. It's the first time we've had one that looks at, you're going to have, it's like the 2-hand pickup. So we'll post pictures of that and everything. And I think we're going to bring it to the next award ceremony too, where folks can get a look at it and see what they can be fishing for on the way at the championship in September. So I'll shut up. I got some pizza to eat upstairs, so I'm going to go do that. And I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in and spending 40 minutes of your Thursday with us. And we will see you guys again. Our next guest is going to be the Headwaters Hog Hunt Tournament Director. We're going to bring him on, and we're going to talk about that event and how you can get registered and signed up for that.
And when is that event, Bailey?
That event, oh, Lord, Todd, you put me on the spot here. Hold on.
Sorry about that.
Nope. I brought it up, so let me go.
Just what month is it in?
I know that Bass has an event. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Hold on. I think it's. Hold on. It is going to be March 7th. Yeah, so March 7th. So with that hog hunt on March 7th, the last time I checked, unless the Florida Bass Nation South Division changed it, there's also a tournament on Headwaters that day. So you can register for that event, fish that event in conjunction with the hog hunt, which I believe Scott Gibbons and Nathaniel Hawley placed fairly high in it in the one last year. So there's a kayak division and a boat division. So you can fish out of a kayak and compete against the boats, and you can take home a good chunk of money and some prizes there as well. So a good opportunity for those anglers to double dip. And then we will have our event on Headwaters in Stick Marsh. Let's see when ours is there. In April. So the month following will be our event. So it'll be a good time for you guys to get a lay of the land, pre-fish it if you haven't pre-fished it before. But yeah, back to back, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of big fish are probably going to be caught during that as well. It's a perfect time of the year. So super excited about those two events, the All-American Kayak Classic, and how you guys can get qualified for that. And then also the Headwaters Hog Hunt. Get out there and catch a hog. So yeah, have a great rest of your week. Again, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys next time. Sidelines.